WSOP day, whatever. Today we're playing the main event, but first we gotta do a bunch of shit. We're running to pick up cash right now from D-Neg's guy. And then, turns out our video yesterday got copyright strike, so I gotta go re-fucking fix that. But in the meantime, woo! 1 like equals 1 less euro at my table. We're hard at work in the lab, getting ready for the main. Also, shut the fuck up. Everybody's like, oh, you max late reg, blah, blah, blah. And today was like, I was like, oh, I'm so glad you made a late run to shut them up about max late regging. I don't want to have an antagonistic relationship with you guys. I love you. Let's win. I hope we get no euros at our table. Table draw's big. I'll tell you more about that in a bit downstairs. And it's the one tournament that every fucking dickhead and bozo and bad player on earth takes their one stab at, right? It's as soft as a live 200. I've gotten to play it 3 times now. And you at home should be mad and angry and jealous that all these idiots somehow have 10K and you don't. You'll have 10K one day and get to be here and you'll be like, fucking unbelievable that this many Riris have 10K to play this. Supposedly this is 10K, but this feels like a lot more. Doesn't this look like more, Boris? Yeah, you don't know what 10K looks like. He has an Android though, he's fucking poor. If you have an Android, you're a piece of shit. So I'm just going outside. I feel like it's just good for the soul to do where I fucking sit in all day. Yo, Dad, it's me. I'm about to go sit for the main event. Love you. Talk to you later. Table draw really matters in this because people don't bust. You're so deep stacked that you're going to be with the same table all day. Really, we just don't want euros at our table. I want 1 ticket for the main event, please. This is a double win already. That we're in the Amazon room and we have seat 9, which is like perfect. Seat 9, you have your own area. You're good. And really, I can film the vlog without people like peeping over to see. Watch this. This is exciting. I'm getting nervous now. So it's generally younger than I want the table to be. There is a guy with a cig. That's a good sign. Euros?
Yeah, all of these. Euro.
No?
Euro.
Are you European?
All 3 of them.
Let's go. This is our guy giving us the intel like last year. We had our boy Nick telling us it's all American deals. They all look like young, like they try hard enough. I wish the table was a little bit older, but I'm happy there's no euros. Mixed emotions. Like, yo, they all do the quarter pot and then blast turn. All right, 60K start. Let's be serious now. It's only the main event. I probably shouldn't even have headphones on. Somehow we're all in the second hand we played and I got no footage. My God. Thanks.
There we go.
Woo! We played for fucking 17 minutes and gotten 2 massive pots already. Okay, so we're in the room just getting some snacks, re-upping. Shout out to Boris, thank you. How do we have so many chips? With blinds at 100, 200, 200, and 60K start stack. The very first hand we play that's playable. Under the gun opens. Cut off 3 bets, and we have king, queen suited on the button. And we just say, you know what? I want to cold call a 3 bet. We do. End up losing the pot, doesn't matter, but I think it was actually okay. Something that I was like, if I feel like doing it, I'm going to do it to an extent this year. Very next hand. Low jack raises to 600. High jack calls. We're in the cutoff with pocket jacks. We make it 3,500. Big juicer 3 bet. The button cold calls, and so do the other 2 guys. We're 4 ways in a 3 bet pot with 14K in the middle. Flop comes. Jack. 10. 6. Rainbow. Fucking amazing. Check. Check. We debate checking, but we bet small. Just 2,200. Just a little appetizer. Just a little juicer for now. We're going to ramp it up. Danny gave us shit for not betting bigger with our set in the tag team. We got this. Button calls. Original razor calls. Other dude folds. 3 ways to the turn. Turn comes 5 of hearts, bringing backdoor hearts. There's, 20K in the pot. Checks to us. We bet 15K. Button calls. Other dude folds. Going to the river. 50K in the middle. River comes, not a heart, so the flush doesn't come in, but 8-7 comes in. The 4 is on the river. We go all in, 37K. We're sweating. We're going to be all in. We might be out. What if he has 8-7? We're just out of the main in 2 hands? What the fuck is this? He tanks and eventually folds. And we have 88K already, which is like sick enough to bag. So yeah, this is only like a side concern. Well, one, we have still 300 bigs. If we could just maintain a 300 big blind stack the entire tournament, we'll probably do pretty well. We have no feature table sweat, just on a random side storyline that we were talking about.
Another way to tell if your table has euros is if they're paying attention to the Euro Cup. If my table didn't answer where they were from, it would have been another indicator. Then none of them give a fuck about this.
Got our first Euro at the table, but that's okay. We can live with one. Spain, mostly Americans with that. That was a fast 2 hours.
Hi, Jeff.
I was saying me and an old school legend plus another half a pip player like Rob Kuhn level would have been enough to make one of the tables. You think that's accurate?
No, I don't think
We need more than that?
Well, Daniel Negreanu is going to be up. I think that would have gotten the job done on day 1A or day 1B.
No, all right. I guess no one cares about me. No, Jeff, you heard it here first. Jeff says you guys don't matter. He says fuck the vlog. Says fuck the masses. We came back with 88K, which is insane, obviously. Not real much going. 200, 300, 300. We raised pocket 7s to 800 under the gun, and the cutoff 3 bets at 2,300. We call it the 3 bet on Queen 6-2. You know, I don't want to really be like out of position in a 3 bet pot, just calling all willy nilly. But we have 7s on Queen 6-2. I'm like, fuck it, whatever. We'll check all once. We do, and then check full turn. Lose another one where we check raise King 9 of hearts on 9-6-2. Rainbow with 1 heart, but multi-way, which is maybe stupid, but it did. I wanted it to do, which is get us to showdown. He just checked back, turn the river. He had jacks. We lose that down to 80K. With blinds at 200, 300, 300. 80K in our stack. Early position raises to 700. We're on the button with a 4 and another 4. We call. Both blinds call. 4 ways to a flop. It comes. 9, 4, 6, all clubs. We have a set. That's good. Checks all the way to us. We bet 1,000 into the 28, whatever, like 1/3 pot or some shit. The small blind calls, the rest of the guys fold. So maybe 4,800 in the pot. Turn comes, another club, the 3 of clubs. So the flushes are there, obviously. We need to fill up. Anyway, he checks. And you know what? I would check with like massive flushes and shit and like let them bluff. Like if I had the ace of clubs, I'd play it the same way as I played the set, where I'm just gonna check back. They're not gonna pay wide enough. Let him, give them a chance to bluff the river. So we check back, the river comes, 6 of hearts. Booyah, we got a boat. We lose to 9s obviously and 6s and shit, but we have the best hand. He leads 2,200 into the 4,800. And Danny made fun of us for not raising big enough. I think 4X is big enough. We raised to 8,200. He calls, we win. Raise another little couple stupid hands, get 3 bet full, whatever, yada yada, blah blah blah. We got 88.5K. Feeling great. Coming back to 400 big blind, only 240 bigs. We're getting short. Let's go.
I don't know what the fuck this is. The break is mad over.
There's some hubbub. Fucking gay Phil Hellmuth's about to make his stupid ass entrance or some bullshit. So the whole hallway's all fucked up. And if it doesn't,
Danny fat?
Yeah, comment below. Is Danny?
Is Danny fat?
Thanks. Yo, what up?
What's up, man?
I'm waiting to see this Hellmuth. Sethy Poker! I'm
gonna boo him. Watch this shit. Fuck him.
Wait, you don't like him pausing everybody's play and blocking the hallway?
No.
Yeah, why they announce the Hellmuth entrance and then not even see him? Now I am missing hands because this cocksucker. Woo! Mikey's speeding through the hallways. I was just joking, being all cranky actually about his entrance. I like it and I think it's good. I was just mad that he wasn't in the room where I was. Anyway, another 2 hours in dinner break. Let's just chill and play well. Oh, there's Scotty Wynn. There's Hideki Matsui, Ryan Gosling, and Hicheki Metodo. Doing good, my young disciple. With blinds at 200, 400, 400. Cutoff raises to 1K. We're in the big blind, and we call with 10-9 off, 1 heart. Flop comes, Ace Jack 9, 2 hearts, 1 spade. We check. Guy bets 1,200, we call. Turn is Jack of spades, so 2 tones. So Ace Jack, 9 Jack. We lead 2,100. Weird amount. I just think you could lead middle pair. I don't really know my fucking. I'm like an understudied reg. He calls though. River comes 4 of diamonds. We check. He bets 5,100, and we're pretty sure we're gonna fold. But as we think about it more and more, we're like, maybe we could call. We don't. We eventually make the fold, but he shows the 10-8-0. We've been bluffed. Very next hand, the cutoff limps. We have 7-2 of diamonds in the small blind. We complete. Big blind checks. We're against the 2 weakest players, an old man and a guy to my left who is like pure rack acting out of turn. So it's okay to get saucy with a suited hand. Flop comes 10-8-5 with 2 diamonds. So we have a flush draw, backdoor straight draw. We check. The big blind bets 700. The original limper folds. We call. Turn comes 4 of something. We check. He bets 2K. We call again. River comes, the 9 of whatever. Decide to just give up and check because it's the main event and he probably has a good hand and he just had 10x, so we lose. All these dumb poker players have a meme that Jeff Platt curses them. We're gonna find out. He doesn't. It's not real.
Might be.
Maybe I'm just being arrogant. He's here for you probably. Like I think maybe. Oh, my tits. They look bad.
That you were recently accused of being in robot mode by one of your table mates. Not what we would expect from you day 1 of the main.
Oh yeah. He's trying to peer pressure me to start drinking already. To have me relapse. I don't even drink, but I may do it by the end of the night.
Well, if you get that table draw, you let us know. I'm going
Yo,
to send you back to the
Wait,
action
let me
here.
just
so
tell
don't
you
miss
really.
it.
I just texted D-Negs as if we're like I was like, yo, I'm ordering Uber Eats. You want something? As if he doesn't have 15 fucking personal chefs. And now I'm so uncomfortable. He's like, I got it covered, thanks. And I'm like,
very nice of you
uncomfortable.
to
Yeah, but I feel so uncomfortable now. Like the next hand after Jeff Platt leaves, +2 raises to 1K. The low jack calls. Folds to us on the button, we have ace jack of hearts. We raise to 4,500. Now the small blind cold calls, and both raisers call. So we go 4 ways to a flop, and we just lose a little bit that way. We raise king 10 of clubs under the gun to 1K. The cutoff calls, the big blind calls. Flop comes 10, 6, 2, rainbow, 1 club. Checks to us, we bet big, like 2,500. Is this okay? Cutoff calls, the big blind calls. So 3 ways to the turn.
I wouldn't bet big, but it's fine.
Turn is a 4 of hearts. Check, there's like 10K in the pot. I bet like 5K. Cutoff calls, big blind folds. This is getting big now. I'm not very comfortable, but like, he just has a lot of 10. Queen 10 for sure. 10-9 suited, all those. Unfortunately, the river comes a queen, which is like one of the 10s that we were hoping to be up against, right? We check, and he checks back, and he has king 10 off. The fucking Euro flatted us with king 10 off. So now we have 74K. I think we're playing great. I don't know, we're playing fine. Right, Danny?
It sounds like you're playing solid.
Solid. That's all I ever wanted. This is the dinner table. We're eating here, having a dinner break, watching the stream. Danny was playing slots.
Oh.
Yes, he was on the computer. I saw him.
He's lying.
What are you looking at, Danny? I can't see because your pedophile privacy screen. Oh, is that GTO Wizard, the site you use to study all the time?
Yeah.
Do we have an affiliate code or anything like that?
There's a link in the description below.
There's a link in the description. Holy fuck, I didn't know that. We can be as good as you?
Sign up today. You get 10% off, but be careful. Make sure you decide how long you want to use GTO Wizard for, because this is a one-time deal.
I don't understand.
You can either get 10% off for an entire year subscription if you pay up front, or 10% for 1 month subscription.
Do it for the year, he's saying.
Better deal.
One time, 10% off. Study. It really is a mandatory tool. Danny, you went to the MGM Grand today. You had a
Boris
chance
filmed
in the
me,
Moneymaker Tour. He had a chance for a sweat. You were in the money with a lot of chips. What happened? The Euros got to you, huh?
No,
I heard that you 3-bet on a board, and you were getting creative and out of line, a little bit saucy, and you regret it. And the guy 4-bet you. No need to get spicy in these fields. That's what you tell me all the time.
Yeah, but
Ryan, no need to get spicy.
In the moment, it felt like a good play. It's just not necessary. It's just too creative.
You know what else feels good in the moment? Drugs and hookers, but you can't do them anymore.
Maybe sometimes I'm too impulsive.
Impulse control. Yo, bro, of course. Well, we should go play slots on the rest of my dinner break. Let me finish. Then I heard that you jammed ace-8 off and then got called a few pips too wide.
Yeah,
is this true?
It's true.
What the fuck? They got Danny in the thing. That's it. No more.
I flopped 2 pair.
I'm So, Danny, what's my strategy for the main now, going back?
Don't roast it. No bluffing. Just bet value.
They're all doing their drugs so they can play poker worse. It's drug doing level, last level of the night at the main event. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. It's sickening. Fuck your mother. They're telling me curses now. Yes, ambulance please. They're overdosing. They're all on fentanyl. That's my inner and outer Jew. Now, and then Rape Alley, look at this guy. He's gonna fucking get us. I don't want to film over here. Blinds are 300, 500, 500. We come back with 74K. We defend the big blind with king, jack off, and then float flop on 10, 6, 5, 4, queen. We check, call, flop, check, check, turn, and then bet, bluff the river. It's like the first bluff of the day works. Queen, jack of diamonds to 1200. We get 3 callers. And then it's like queen high flop with 1 diamond, we bet. Then the turn is jacks, we turn 2 pair, we bet big, they fold, blah, blah, blah. Lose a lot of little bullshit ones. We raised ace, queen of suited. Then there's a 3-bet and 4-bet behind us. And then it's back on us, and I'm just like, all right, fuck it, I fold. But Danny said we could call, we could do whatever, but fuck that. Bunch of other little bullshits. Treading around the same with blinds at 300, 500, 500. Nice guy, he's like 83 years old, he's fucking cool. Raises under the gun, 1 to 1500, 3x. We have pocket 10s +2. Normally if the table is playing not so loose, I would just flat 10s against a nitty range, but I want to just go heads up. Every hand's going like 5 ways to the flop. It can't be bad to just get it in against one guy, easy to play against. So we 3-bet to 44K. Folds around to him, he calls, heads up to a flop, it comes 8, king, 8, and immediately he just looks at his chips and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna put much money in this pot. And then he just bets 12K into the he bets like pot. And I just like snap fold and he snap shows ace king and I'm like, nice hand, my man. Well, I like that guy. I like that guy. Even though I'm kind of mocking him, I'm being a little bit of a dick right now in this hand history, but you're the fucking man. Thank you for your service. here. They're all. That's what Danny said about you. He's like, I like Boris, but the one thing that he does is we'll be walking around and be like, oh my God, that's so and so, and I'm like, I don't care. That's the only bad thing he's ever said about you, and it's because he wants to be recognized.
Adam 22.
Oh shit. Yo, what up? How you doing?
Thumbnail.
Dogs of the vlog. Hoofs in the carriage of the vlog. Not for nothing though, the dog is adorable, but he can't do service for nobody. I guarantee you I call. The dog is not fucking equipped to do service for shit.
The horse and the camel.
His biggest supporter, 2-time bracelet winner, Danny Lazarus.
Should I start bringing both my bracelets to the tournament and use the protector? I like the ring idea.
That's a sick ring though. That's not a regular ring, right? What'd you say?
Run good. Poker good.
Oh, that's sick. Look at that thing.
Yo, do you like Putin here? I should just be like, thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
He said, why don't you show it to the president? And I showed it to him and he put it on and he sort of enjoyed it, so he kept it on.
At 300, 600, 600, and we open ace 4 of clubs, early position like 12 or 1300. Dude calls, other dude calls. 3 ways to the flop. Ace, 3, deuce, 2 spades, 1 heart. You check. 2,500, call. 3 ways to the turn, king of diamonds. Look at the hoodie.
Oh, baby.
All right, now back to me though. Check, 11K. I gotta, thanks, good luck. Fold, and then this is a big bet. We're really not sure what to do here. Danny says we were too sticky, but we said we have a straight draw on top pair. Fuck you. We call. The river comes. The 4 of spades. So we hit 2 pair, but the frush comes in. The front door frush, as people might call it. We check. He checks back. He has ace queen. We sucked out 2 pair, massive pot. The river. Blame them for giving me the straight draw too. Then we have a hand, saucy hand. We have ace queen of hearts. We raise under the gun +2 to 1,300. The low jack calls and the big blind cools. King jack 5 rainbow with 1 heart. Check, 2,200. Fold. We call. Turn is a 4 of hearts. So we have a Broadway draw, overcard, draw, fucking flush draw. We check, and he bets like 6K into 7K. Big bet, but we have too much equity to fold. I debate jamming though. He has like 27K behind, and I really was like about to just jam on the turn with all our fucking out, but I was like, let me be a bitch. It's the main day 1, whatever. We just call. River comes 8 of spades. Check. He checks back. He wins with like king, whatever. We're in the small blind with ace king off with 1 diamond. We 3-bet to 5,600. Dude calls. I yell at him for not showing me his stack. Just keep it up for 1 second. I want to count your stack. We're heads up. Flop is 10-7-5 with 2 diamonds. In game, I'm like, yo, I might just blast this. Really, I should bet big. But it's the main day 1. So I'm like, fuck it. Let me be a bitch. I'll check and call or see what goes down. I check. He bets 5K. We call, but this is already not going well. We're in over our head. I don't like this right now. Turn is like 2 of whatever. We check. He bets 13K. We just fold. Then finally, we win a hand with pocket 8s, knock a guy out. Cutoff raises for 1,200. Button calls. We call in the big blind with ace deuce of diamonds. Flop is ace jack. 2 hearts. Everybody checks. Turn is the 8 of hearts. We bet 1,500. They both call. The river comes, another jack. So now we beat flushes. We have top boat. We have a very deceptive 8th. Not really deceptive. I don't fucking know. We bet so small like a pussy, 3K, but they both call. It works. And we're up against, I don't know, in queens. Win a nice pot, lose a couple others before the end of the day. Bagged 80,100. There's the guy.
Is Danny fat? Oh my God.
He's not fat. Come on, man.
A little bit.
You know it. Like I look just like you. No. I don't really look that way.
Look, Ryan, he's got to tell you something.
Hey, I want to say hi and sorry about your mouth.
Fuck your mom.
Thank you.
And I give you something.
Ooh, receiving gift. Oh! Let's go!
I love this guy. Yes!
So we bagged 80K. That's a good thing. What did we learn?
Make the booty bounce on the dance floor.
Oh my God. Danny uses these towels as napkins when he's eating, and he used every room towel for napkins.
Now, he doesn't deserve any applause. He called with King Jack.